opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Greer. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception of the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Greer. Flush to his right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. First and 10 at the 18-yard line. Operating in the red zone now, Greer. That's complete to Troutman right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. First and goal at the 3-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
I'm going to run you over. Check back.
Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Check, 42's the mark.
Again, Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They snap it to Greer. And he's got it. It's caught. In the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the 40th. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. There's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of their stride?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, he's want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
And on his first carry, he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for a squad.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Oh, now Greer, he fumbled the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now Greer. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
First down carry by Elliott, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Zach Ball there on the tackle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 7, Cowboys 0.
Here's 2nd and 9. The game is to Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott, a double off to Elliott. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints recover less than 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Greer operating from the gun. The left side complete to Troutman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A play fake, now Greer to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had him right. Lux with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now they have a first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to run it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris for his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that length.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So following the hold, they're going to go to the hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
Saints 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Greer. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and 10, Greer. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a gain of 8.
They fake the handoff, now Greer. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Here we go, set, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch 82. Watch go.
Greer throwing again.
Watch 82. Watch the screen.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
25, 18, Pioneer.
Greer sets to throw.
Switch up.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 2nd half starts with a carry by Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That is is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We got 4.
Kamara trying again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints, if they can get the extra point, they'll have the lead. What's good on the extra point? And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Cowboys 20.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers.
Minimizing the
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, so prolific in Oklahoma, catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. We'll kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Now 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Pick me up. Here we go. 38 to Mike.
Here's Greer. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Mike 38. Let go. Let go.
Back to throw, Greer. And man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 38 to Mike.
79 Broncos.
Mike 38! Mike 38! Mike 38!
Who that?
Pace, 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 pace. Let's go. Ready, go.
Greer looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 96 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
47. Here we go. Mike 42. Mike 42, check. Mike 42.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
What you got?
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Mike,
Good track. Mike 42.
We don't know no better.
Now Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
here we go. 56 Mike.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Way to take it.
Ezekiel Elliott. with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Saints 21. Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Breeze so complete there to Thomas. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Greer. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner, pound away, and try and finish off the game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Check right, 27. You can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's got some space here. 151 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
47.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Again to Elliott. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Cougar 19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toe. Inbounds there. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on second down. Greer. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Greer. What an effort. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First down, Greer. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. So still 14 yards to go. Second down. Another try after the first down sack. Greer. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Off play action, Greer. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On second down, Elliott once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Check 56.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
Oh, now Greer, he fumbled the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Joker, 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 Joker.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his first pass is incomplete. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001, following the attacks on September 11th.
Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
53! Check, check. 3 buzz, 44. Hey,
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
On play action, now Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Calling a gain of 7, and it gives him a new set of downs. Going on first down is Brady. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And Brady able to get down as he picks up a first. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down. This is McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Yes, sir.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bulldozes past him. And some space to move right away as he's on the way up to the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? And in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing in football.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action, now it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Derek Brown, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Single.
To throw, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down and win. Here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Come on, 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Check 4.
Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Got to do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
Now Brady. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Not much there, only a yard.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, flush to his right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Hassan Reddick Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Suckup's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-10. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, it led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So it across his body and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Brady. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check, check.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in the second half. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. The gun, here's the give to Hubbard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They gave us to Jones. Fights off the defender, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down now. It's Hubbard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. Buying time is left. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Cover!
Brady going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let him know.
To throw is Brady. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to hang on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed first down?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run out to get into the end zone?
Extra point up and good by 2nd. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown. but in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
Extra point put through by Sucka. And the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Hurts. Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Vita Vea able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Pierre Desir. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Hey, hey, 20!
44. Here we go, D. It's just me.
50.
This is McCaffrey on the dig. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Sucka for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync,
stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Hurts. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? Seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, Hurts rolling to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's more. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. Here we go, baby. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Brady going to throw here. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
This is caught by Evans. Powering his way forward. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike Evans has been an elite receiver for some time now, and part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands.
Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were buoyed Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime is really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bucks, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Panthers,